Hi there, I'm Marty Van Diest with Valley Market Real Estate here in Palmer, and I'm going to talk about the cost of living here in Alaska. Most of the information is going to be from Palmer, but it's pretty much the same in Palmer and Wasilla, and not a whole lot different than Anchorage. So this should be a good representation of what the cost of living is like here in our area. I'm going to talk about the cost of gasoline, talk about the cost of groceries, rent, utility bills, and more. So this is November 17th, 2021, just before Thanksgiving. This should serve as a baseline for coming years. I'd like to do a cost of living every year, and we can watch what happens with prices. So it'll give everybody a good idea. I'm also going to talk about property taxes, and of course, since we're a real estate company, I'm going to talk about real estate. If you have any questions about real estate, just go to the bottom of this video. Just go to the bottom of this video here, and you'll see all of us here at Valley Market Real Estate. Call anybody. You can send them an email, you can send them a text, you can call them. All the info is there. Give somebody a call. We'll help you out.
We'll take a quick run through the grocery store. Dozen eggs for $1.99, on sale for $1.29. Here's some milk for $3.79 a gallon. And here, Havemeister Dairy, one of the last times you could buy it, and it's gone now. You can see the difference in price there. $2.77 for that stuff shipped in. We got navel oranges for $1.99 a pound. You see some lemons there and some apples. It's holiday season, so I thought I'd show the eggnog. Bread, $3.99 for a loaf there. Different prices you can see, $3.49, $3.59, $4.99. We have to show the price of ice cream so you can see it there. And we do have more than just vanilla in the store. This is Alaska after all. 89 cents a pound for bananas. That's on sale. $5.99 a pound for the hamburger. And there's the turkeys. Pretty sparse supply right there. And of course, if you're a parent, you need to know the cost of Frosted Flakes and Cocoa Puffs. The city of Palmer and the city of Wasilla have sales taxes, but outside the city, costs are a little bit cheaper. This is in the city. You can see $3.54 a gallon for gasoline. Let's talk about natural gas prices. I'm on budget building. This is for my real estate office, and you can see that my actual usage was about $99 for this month, but the total amount due is $121 because I'm on budget building. It evens it out over the months. If you look down at the bottom left, you can see how usage goes up and down, and they compare it to the average temperatures. So that's kind of an interesting graph to look at. You can see that their temperatures go up, usage goes down, and vice versa. So we can even it out with budget building. Here's my electric bill, and I'm not on budget billing for this, but you can see that the cost of electricity here is just under 20 cents per kilowatt hour. And on this month here, it was $89 a month. It also has a graph, similar graph over on the left, but in my case at least, my electricity doesn't go up and down as much. Let's talk about taxes. I know you say, do we have to? But we do. In Alaska, we don't have a state income tax or a state sales tax, but the borough does have a property tax, and so do the cities. Many cities also have a sales tax. Wasilla and Palmer have a sales tax. Anchorage does not have a sales tax. Fairbanks has a sales tax. But take a look. Here is the tax sheet for a particular property, and you can see that the mill rate is just under 14 mills. That means if you have a $100,000 property, you would be taxed at $1,400 a year. Now that 14 mills consists of several things. It consists of the base mill rate, which is about 9%, in addition to the fire service mill rate and the road service mill rate. So all added together comes to about 14 mills, or just under, for that particular property. It's a little bit different depending on where you are in the valley and what road service area you're in, and if you have a special assessment for sometimes erosion or something like that, erosion control if you're by Matanuska River, or I think even up in the Talkeetna River area have that. All right, let's take a look at rentals. This is a graph put out by the Alaska Economic Trends magazine, which is a state magazine. This research was just published in September of 2021, which means it's already a little bit out of date. We're in November, the end of November, and the market is moving. However, you can see Matanuska sitting right there. That's where we are. Palmer, Wasilla, we're in the Matanuska borough, and you can see the difference between an apartment and a house. And there's quite a gap there between the cost of an apartment and a house. The vacancy rate right now is extremely low. I'd say it's less than 2%. I'd say maybe even less than 1%. Let's take a look at the average home in the valley. I'm not sure if it's the average home, but I'm going to look at a home and see what they sold for. So I'm going to search for closed listings in Wasilla and Palmer. Wasilla and Palmer. You see Wasilla here, you see Palmer here. So it doesn't go out to Big Lake or anything. This is really where 80% of the real estate is done here in this area. It's going to be a 3-bedroom home, 2-bath home, and a 2-car garage. So 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage between 1,500 and 1,600 square feet, and a lot size of between 20,000, it's about a half an acre, up to 50,000 square feet. So I'd search for houses that have closed, that means they've actually sold, back to June 1st, 2021. So here they are. You can see them. It says there's 26 houses. Most of them are mapped. Notice the difference between Palmer, Wasilla, and Wasilla search goes all the way out Kinneen Goose Bay Road, which takes in this area. This is a pretty highly populated area. And of course, the Palmer area is a pretty highly populated area too. This goes all the way up to Hatcher Pass. But very few homes in this price range or in this size closed here in Palmer. There's a lot of reasons for that. It's a really good thing to look at here. Okay, I'm going to take a look here and compare. This will give you an idea what they sold for. The average sales price right here was $308,000. Notice that the average list price was $302,000. So over that time period, these houses sold for about almost $6,000 more than they were listed. Gives you an idea. And the average days on market for those is only 13. This is also going to be a good benchmark for the future. We'll take a look at that. You can look at these other numbers here if you like, but this gives you an idea what houses sold for. You can't do a cost of living report without having some idea what the restaurant prices are. So I went to the Always Open Cafe in the Valley Hotel. It's the place the locals hang out. It's like an old-time cafe, and I took a look at their menu. So let's take a look at cheeseburger. You can buy a cheeseburger with fries on a plate. This isn't McDonald's. At the Valley Hotel for $12.86. So there you go. My son likes a cheeseburger with jalapenos. That's his favorite.
So there you go. That's a pretty good overview of the cost of living in Alaska and in the Matanuska-Susitna Valley, especially in Palmer. If you're looking for a place in Palmer, Wasilla, anywhere in the Matanuska-Susitna borough, just go down to the bottom down there and pick one of those people. Each one of them are very experienced here. Most of them born and raised in the area. So grab somebody from Valley Market Real Estate. Subscribe to our channel for more informational videos about this area if you're looking for something. And we'd be happy to help you. Talk to you later.